waiting for.
Hello everybody. So today I'm going to cover a topic that I've been getting asked about a lot, and that is competition makeup. A lot of you are asking for makeup tutorials for competition day. So luckily enough, I have my model here today who volunteered. Thank you so much for volunteering. Coach Adam is going to be my model today.
I don't know how she talks to me about these things.
Because you're the best coach ever, duh. Quick disclaimer, guys. I am not a professional makeup artist. I am just a competitor who does my own makeup for a few different reasons. The biggest reason why I do my own makeup is just less stressful for me, so I can work on my own time and I don't have to wait for anybody. But a lot of you out there like to do your own makeup too for various other reasons. Maybe you're on a budget, maybe the time frame doesn't allow. But of course, if there's a makeup artist at the show, I suggest you book with the makeup artist instead. I think that's a safer bet, but this is applying for you guys out there that are familiar with makeup, that are comfortable, and want to give it a go. So let's go ahead and get started on competition makeup tutorial. First thing we're going to do is use a primer. The primer is great because it helps even out the skin, helps the makeup stick, and just offer longer lasting coverage. Just priming the face right now so that these pores disappear and the makeup goes on just flawlessly. Now I always start with the eyes first in case there's any fallout with the eyeshadow, that way that it doesn't stick to your foundation. So a lot of people don't realize that it's probably best to do it that way, but we all have our preferences, right? Now I like to cover the lid with a concealer. Some people do it with an eyeshadow primer, but I prefer concealer. So close the eyes, and we're just gonna cover the lid with this nice concealer. So next up, I'm going to use a flat brush to apply some eyeshadow. I'm going to use like a flesh toned eyeshadow. I'm not going to focus too much on the outside because we're actually going to use a different color for the outside. I'm going to go a little bit up into this brow line too. I like to do a smoky cat eye myself. So next we're going to use a blending brush or an eyeshadow brush. Just so you guys know, you makeup artists and those people good at makeup, don't you be telling me what brushes to use. I already know I'm not a professional. I'm just showing you what I do, okay? So
You need to simmer down.
You simmer down.
You simmer down now.
Simmer down.
Simmer down now.
Calm down. It's okay. No one was hurt. So we're gonna use a darker color and we're gonna focus more on the outer side of his eye. All right?
My manhood was hurt. Drastic.
Adam's manhood was hurt, he says.
This is why I went to school and got a fancy education, guys.
Yeah, so
you all
stay in school so you don't have to do what I'm doing. The life of an Instagram model / YouTube makeup tutorial person.
You all stay in school and one day you could be men getting your makeup done by Ashley.
Exactly. Every time he laughs, messes up the crease.
Okay.
It's okay. Wow, this is looking amazing. I'm surprised. This is great. So I'm just kind of building onto this cat eye here. As you can see, I'm focusing on the outer corners. Oh my God, this looks better than mine already.
Obviously, I'm gorgeous.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. I mean, he could probably walk on stage without makeup and be okay. I don't suggest that for anyone. I want you to come get a zoom in on this eye because I'm blending like a beast. Look at this. Look at this blend job. I mean, come on. Look at that. Yeah, I know. Look at that. We're just blending away. That's beautiful. Wow, Adam. He's gonna get so many DMs. He's gonna get so many DMs after this.
From guys.
Yeah. Adam doesn't usually do this, but he's a good sport, the best coach ever, and that's why.
I think it's cool to see why not go through what the girls have to go through in the morning?
That's a good way to look at it.
And be like, hey, you know what? You didn't blend right. You didn't whatever right. I can learn from it, so it's okay. Mm-hmm. It's definitely losing my man card, but it's a learning lesson too.
Yeah, it's okay.
And it's a fun time with my bud. It's another memory for us.
Oh heck yes!
I'm saying it when I'm single at 80 because no girl will talk to me.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I think what? Honestly, it's things like this that girls are more like they're like, he's a good sport. That's attractive. You know what I mean? Not just like, oh, I would never do that.
She's been selling
He's
her this
fun.
makeup thing for like a week.
It's fun. Right now I'm just taking a highlight here, as you can see, dipping it in the highlight and just lining this gorgeous brow. These are, wow, your brows are on fleek, Adam. What the heck?
I know. I do.
How did that happen?
I do have good brows.
Good brows, good brow
lucky
genetics.
Got lucky there.
Wow, Mama Bonilla gave you some nice brows. So now we're gonna get going on the eyeliner. All right, so my favorite eyeliner to use is this, okay? It's a gel eyeliner and it's in a tube. I love gel eyeliners because I like to be able to kind of paint it on. I feel like it's easier to control than just the stick or like the felt tip eyeliner. So we're just gonna outline that upper lid. We're not gonna go into his waterline today because he has sensitive eyeballs and something tells me it's not a good idea. All right, now stay still. And we'll end up going over this too once we put the fake lash on. Next up, open up please, open up. Open sesame. Oh, wow. So next since we got the eyes down, we're gonna go on to the foundation, all right? So first and foremost, I've never done a foundation. I mean, I've never done makeup for a guy before, or anybody else except for my face for that matter. But we're gonna start with this foundation. This is what I would recommend for stage. A lot of the competitors use it. It's MAC Studio Fix NW45, and this is a darker shade. Obviously it's not gonna match his skin today because he doesn't have that competition tan on, but for the purposes of the video, it is a competition makeup video, so we're gonna use this, but we're also gonna kind of contour with a lighter shade. This is a lighter shade concealer, and it's still a warm tone. Make sure you stick with warm tones. Don't stick with cool tones because your tan the day of the show is gonna be on the warm side. It can be a little reddish, it can be a little orangish, but still it's gonna be warm. Just kind of what I like to do is like put some on my outside hand. Look how legit I look right now.
Hey?
Yeah, and we're just gonna kind of paint the outsides of his face and we're gonna blend it afterwards, but I kind of want to get the nice contour going here first. So we're just gonna lightly put it on here and then we're gonna build. And we're gonna focus on getting the outer first and then we'll go in with the lighter contour. I'm gonna take this little concealer brush, go underneath the eyes and do a little contouring as well. Would you look up for me, please? Looking up, okay.
I want to know what I look like right now.
Oh, you like it. You like it. So it looks a little crazy now with the contrast, but it'll make sense in just a little bit. And the places that you would kind of lighten is the middle of the forehead, down the nose, underneath the eyes, underneath the chin, the little cupid's bow. I mean, he's already looking so much better, right? Come on, come on. Can we give Adam a hand here? All right, so now we're gonna do a little blendy. Take this brush, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Wow, wow, wow. Now we're gonna go in even closer to the eye with the little spongy. You can see the contours starting to blend in a little better so it doesn't look as freakish. I mean, the skin color's still a little crazy because, I mean, you're not tan, but.
And what is your advice to girls when they say, should I get my face sprayed at all?
I go against what the makeup artists say. They say don't get it sprayed. I say I get mine sprayed, but I also rinse it off in the morning. I don't go on stage with the tan still on. And the reason why is it's easier to match the shade of your face to your body if you already have like a little bit of a head start. It evens out the skin. And also if you want to think about like after the show's done, you're still going to be tan from the stain of the tan. So it's kind of nice to be like, oh yeah, I don't have just a white face and a tan body. So yeah. I like to tan it. We're putting some powder on here to keep things more matte. You want to keep the skin matte because you're going to be having sparkles all over your suit. We're going to put highlight on too. But first we're just going to make sure this is nice and not shiny. Not Adam, matte. So we just put some powder on, and I'm kind of going in a different order than maybe somebody might be doing, but you know, we all have our own ways. When you are doing your eyebrows on stage, make sure they're a little darker than you usually would, because you gotta realize that the stage is going to give you some harsh lighting. You don't want your eyebrows to disappear, especially if they're lighter eyebrows. So make sure they're a little darker than you usually would. You already got a nice brow, but there's not much I need to do there. I'm just gonna add a little corner to it, just like that. Brush the eyebrows, brush. I also like to take the brush and just to refine this too, just to make it a little sharp. Now let's go ahead and move on to the highlight and the glitter. I like to use golds, neutral colors, browns, and blacks for eyeshadows. And this falls under the gold category. Look at that. How pretty. Cool. Pretty, isn't it? You know, a lot of people do crazy colors with their eyes and they try to match their suits and stuff, like blue eyeshadow, or I'm just not about that. I just like to keep it more like, you know, like it could go with any suit color. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this glitter like on the inside of his eyes just for that little pop. Nothing too crazy, because the way I look at it is, you know, we have glitter on our suits. Well, not glitter, but rhinestones on our suits, very sparkly. We don't really need to have our eyes, you know, that sparkly too, just too much. And now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the highlight. Highlight is good, you know, just to make that skin nice and glowy when we're on stage. Don't go too crazy with the highlight though, because then it can end up looking kind of shiny. We don't want that. And we're gonna highlight the tip of the nose here and that nose bridge, but especially that tip right there. Whoop, 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 just like that. You know, we're gonna do the cheek area here on this little cheekbone too, and just add that nice little pop. To warm the skin up a little bit, we're gonna use a little blush, okay? And we're just gonna kind of outline the face with it, you know, just like that. Now I'm gonna open up these lashes at 50% off, you know, I love a good deal. I'm gonna open up these lashes, I'm gonna put them on. Now this is like this is actually the part I hate most about makeup, is the lashes.
Really?
They're hard to do, and if they can get uncomfortable too if you don't put them on correctly. These are the lashes here, and make sure you cut them to your eye, because usually they make them longer than they actually would. But nobody's eye is that long. Come on now.
I went to school, a private university. This is where I ended up. I was one of the best in my class.
Eyelashes are a game changer. It makes all the difference. You must wear lashes on stage, okay? Must. You want to make sure that the glue sits on the lash a little bit so it becomes tacky. You don't want to just put it on. That's why you'll see people blow it like that. Boop, 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 boop.
We should get Brett to go through this too, because he works with models all the time.
Yeah, well, we'll keep the script to him.
After I put this lash on, I'm actually going on top of the lash and put some more liner on top so that you can't see the line where the lashes start and his lashes start. So kind of blends it in a little more and adds a nice little oomph to the eyelid. To keep that closed while I go ahead and work on the lips. So for the lips, you want to make sure that you line his lips here, or you gotta make sure you line your lips, I should say. And you can line a little bit over what your natural lip is, if it's a darker shade here. So I'm gonna go ahead and line to this lip a little bit off the actual line, but nothing too crazy. We don't wanna look too clownish, you know, just for that extra pop on stage. We're gonna go ahead and fill in the lip, and then I'll let you open your eye. If you ever spill over a little bit on the lipstick, just like the eyebrow, you can kind of clean it up with a brush here. Just make sure it's nice and precise. Now go like this.
Oops, I opened my
It's
eye.
okay. You're about to open it anyway.
I could see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to kind of start. See, that's why I even started this lash like kind of more in the middle than the inside, is because when I hate the feeling of it like poking my eyelid. See how I'm extending this wing a little bit for that drastic cat eye? I like the drastic cat eye personally. That's like my thing. Okay, so we're just about done. I will do some finishing touches here. We got a little smearing, but we're just about close to being done.
Am I done?
Yeah.
Am I done?
No, actually you're not done. One last thing.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna give me your hair.
Yes. This is a good stage trick too. And yes, this is what my natural hair looks like, in case you're wondering. So we oh, we don't have to tilt it, or he can flip. Or how does that work?
How's it go?
So, I mean, this is an extension piece that's like, you know, it's more of like a one piece kind of deal. So you would kind of put this in. You probably wouldn't need too many more clip-ins, but you know, you would just tease the hair. We don't have much to work with here with Adam, so this is basically going to be a mullet. I mean, what do you want me to do? But this is like extensions I kind of rock on stage. I'll do I mean, if you just
Full
take
on.
away that part.
What full
And the
drag
sideburn, if you just cover up the sideburn like that. It's pretty incredible.
Can I pull it off, Brett?
Do you have a tiara or a bandana?
I don't think we do.
So, I don't even want to look. Like, I kind of want to look.
Do you
and
want,
kinda
I
don't.
mean, here, I mean.
You see it?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna feel so weird. Dude, it's so weird. So weird. I will say you did a good job on a bad subject. That's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird.
All right, ready? Now, eye contact. Go. Oh, yeah!
Okay, Brett, we're done.
All right, guys. So that's enough for today. Adam needs to go wipe his face off. And he
Yes.
feels extremely uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
And I can see why he's not used to this. He doesn't plan on continuing this.
No.
But I hope you guys picked up a few tips at least in all seriousness.
Yeah.
And apply them to your next makeup application. Until next time, we will see you guys later.
That's really weird.
Yeah?
It's really weird.
Yeah. You're a hard girl to pull off.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't be a very pretty girl, that's for sure.
No.
No, not at all.
but that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Same time.
So now I gotta finally take this stuff off, which it feels like it's been forever. Ashley said this doesn't hurt.
It feels good.
Oh, that's not bad.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Oh, now
I thought I was gonna like pull my eyelashes out. That's way better. I don't know how you girls do that.
Whoever comments lash underneath this video has the chance to win Adam's lash. Comment below lash for your chance to win.
Yeah.
It was to yourself. You just get one. Just one. The other one's mine.
Here waiting for